good morning. Welcome to episode 58 of Sunday Morning Coffee. I am Annie, the mover and shaker of Bad Squiddo Games, doing my third stream of what feels like the last few hours. So, I'm used to all this. Thanks for coming along. I've got the correct stream this time. So if you haven't come along before, then this is the weekly behind-the-scenes catch-up of what's happening at Bad Squiddo Games. Usually some rambles from me, lots of me forgetting where my brain was at, which seems to be a thing, and maybe some hot gossip and showy off things. Morning, John. I am head-to-head with Hereward's live this morning. So glad we got you, John. Oh, you've got us in both tabs. I'm going to be more interesting than the intro to that. But to let you know, it's Digital Hereward this weekend, today. So if you have a look, if anyone has a link to put in the comments, you can link to that. And I don't mind if you want to head over to the Hereward thing, but they're mostly just opening it at the moment, so it's not that exciting. The worst. I did say this to him yesterday, but they have lots of events on instead of, because it would have been the show today, so they're doing their own digital online show, and I will be part of that, which I'll talk to you about shortly. But yes, just want to put a link up to that. He's got a timetable of events, so they're kicking off at 10. It was the same when it was Digital Partisan. My hair is enormous. I've not long been up, just noticed how enormous it has gone. You can see how I've attempted to trim my side undercut again, and it's gone all patchy and bad. As per the last few weeks, I haven't got any notes, so you'll have to let me going, what's happened? It has been a very eventful week. Morning, everyone who has turned up. Yes. Just gonna look there, so I missed lots of people saying hello. Patchy is punk, yes, my punk hairdo. So, what has happened this week? It's been a bit of a weird... Oh, the pigs are over there, they're all munching. They're getting clean straight after this. I set this up last night because I did 2 streams, and I thought I could actually sit on the sofa if I put everything up. It's a bit more comfy for me. My legs don't go dead. Also, I've just realised the mic is not near my face. How much better is that? Oh, what an idiot. This is just the summary of this week, basically. There you go, but that's way clearer. Let me just move that over here. I have to adjust your volume. Very sorry about that. There we are. That's better. Sorry. My laptop is not a laptop anymore. It has so many things plugged into it. Yeah, you'll have to turn the volume down. Sorry. I'll let you turn that down. There's a tester. Bloop. Yes, so sorry about that, because I just noticed the mic was on the floor. Everything's in a bit of a... I'm in a bit of a... So, yes, sorry about that. Has everyone turned the sound down now? Right. So anyway, as we were. So, yes, I did 2 live streams, well, 1 live stream and 1 recording in a row last night, and my tech was stressing me out. I've done a lot of life sorting this week, so I haven't actually done that much Squiddo, but it means that I'm getting, if the Annie's doing better, then the Squiddo's doing better. So what has happened in Bad Squiddo? I got a call from the BBC again. So they will be coming on Wednesday. It is BBC Radio Nottingham. Local Nottingham stuff's always a bonus, as we're in Wargamer Central. So they're coming to the office just to chat to me and have me, obviously it's audio, but have me, what's the word? Talk about Bad Squiddo, show off all my stuff. So that's cool. That's not live, so I'll let you know when that's broadcast. So yep, there's that. So it's huge. It's got all the big. So yeah, that's cool. So BBC coming. That's nice. What else has happened? feel like I got quite a lot of things done. What was I doing? I actually have no idea what I've done this week, but I know that I've been ticking off my tasks, so that's well exciting, isn't it? I do have things to show you, so don't worry about that. I've got these little packets, but you don't get them yet. So last night I was on, I don't know where I am today. Last night I was on ReaperCon Live. There is a link to it, so it's obviously not live anymore because I'm here. But there is a link that will be up to the Twitch for that. That was me, Angeli, Catherine, Sim, Carol, Danny. I think that was all of us. Talking about inclusivity in the hobby, which was hopefully a good listen to. Oh, and M, yes, M, who's done some painting for us. So that was ace, and that's the biggest live stream I've been on, because there were sort of like 200-ish, 250-ish on at the go, and I may have had a very small anxiety melt beforehand because none of my tech seemed to be working. So I think the first few minutes of it, you can see me just not being happy. But yeah, I perk up and it all goes good. And then after that, I had a small walk around the house, and then I filmed Is the Historical Wargaming Dying with, who did we have? Mike Whitaker and Henry Hyde, Jay Arnold from Veteran Podcast, and Elon Mitchell-Smith. And that was ace, because I hadn't chatted to Elon or Jay before, so I've got to meet them on camera. That'll be, I think it's 2:45 this afternoon on the Hereward stream. That's getting put up. So thanks, Mike, for recording that. That was a really fun chat. And without giving a spoiler, I definitely don't think that historical wargaming is dying. And it's quite a nice chat because we're not all agreeing. We kind of come to the same conclusion. Spoiler. But we have quite a nice sort of chat about it. And it's got, so me and Henry's sort of different yet similar views in the UK. And Elon and Jay are in America. And then Mike organises events. So it's quite a... It's for war games, it's not diverse, but it's more than, just a load of blokes from the same gaming club saying something. So that's that was quite a good chat. So hopefully that will be entertaining for you too. So there's lots of Annie on your screen. So the ReaperCon one is, I'm sure someone will put a link up, but if not, I'll put a link up at some point to it. I don't know if I want to rewatch it though. I used to rewatch all the stuff I was on, and now I don't, because I don't know. I don't know why I don't now. I think I know that I'm just going to cringe looking at myself, so I don't bother anymore. I just go, well, if people liked it, that's good. I've never listened back to my Woman's Hour interview, which is odd, because I thought I would just to sort of check it out, but don't know. So yeah, the rest of the week, so that's why I'm a bit... I spent Thursday mostly on the telephone sorting out. So I had to phone, I won't go too far into my Annie. I had to phone the electricity company, the landlords, 2 internet companies, and the bank. And they were all hell phone calls. And I'm sure lots of you can empathise that phoning... I don't mind making phone calls for work and stuff like that, but those sort of phone calls, no one likes them. They're just grim. So I did that all Thursday morning, just next one to the next one. And then I was off Friday because I had to stay at the house because I had loads of various work people coming. So the good news is that after 18 months of no hot water or heating in my house, I actually have some. Although now I can't seem to turn the heating off, but that's another thing. But yes, So that gave me a big win on Friday. It's 18 months, no heating, no hot water. And then I kind of went on a come down after that, because now I feel pretty crappy that I've left it 18 months. Just saying it out loud, it's just 18 months. And I haven't chased it, because each time I started chasing it with the landlords, and then I just kept getting fobbed off, or I just run out of energy, because as you know, the last couple of years have not been kind. Sounds horrible. It's been a struggle. There's been a lot of different things going on, and I've just put it to the bottom of the list. I'm like, yeah, okay, I don't have any of these basic human necessities, but I got to do this stuff instead. That's more urgent. So yeah, I think that now telling people, oh yeah, by the way, I had none of these human rights for a little while. I feel like a bit of a loser that I didn't be able to get it done sooner. And I checked it when Andy moved in, which was like 2 months ago. So I'm like, right, somebody else is living here now, so I've got more of a drive to sort it. And it still took 2 months after that. So in my head, I'm this warrior person that can just go, hey, I'm going to get straight on the phone and fix all of that stuff. And 18 months. But then I guess on the bonus that if you think I'm pretty cool, then you can be reassured that I'm also pretty useless. So is that? But maybe it's a stepping stone. Maybe next time I have some sort of issue like that, I can get it sorted sooner. Yeah, the problem is I'm pretty chill at stuff, and I can just adapt pretty easy. So I've just adapted, and then it's sort of like, oh yeah, I pay loads of rent, so I shouldn't adapt. So yeah, if it was, living cheaper, that would have been fine. But I always just think, well, there's people that, don't have heating or hot water, and they don't have taps, so best get on with it. But yeah, they don't have to pay a fortune in rent. So yes, so yeah, I'm on a bit of a low, but I have got the things sorted. But I feel very despooned. That's a phrase. I see my pigs. So there was that. I switched internet, which I've been meaning to do for a long time. But now this morning, for some reason, the internet's not working very well on Andy's devices, but they are on my devices. So I don't know. That's a whole other thing. So it won't be Annie's rant, so I'll move on quickly. Just trying to sum up this has been a huge chunk of the week, really, because I've just been constantly on the phone, and then dealing. The reason it took so long to deal with it was because it was just draining me. So I knew that if I'd start the process, say that day, it'd drain me too much, and then I'd sort of have to go home from work, or it'd mess work up. So I just went, it's just Annie's life, put that to the side. Let's get some work done, sort of thing. And when I've been so sort of wobbly, it's just been something I can't deal with. So I did it. So that's a bonus. I finally did it. I'm just like 18 months, and I've paid. My rent went up in that time. My rent went up. I think I've been overcharged for electricity, and now it's like I can try and do something, but I'm in fear of landlords. I don't know. So I know if it was me and someone else, I'd be going, you need to get yourself some rent payment back and all this, and I phone up all like ready to get at them, and then go, oh, okay, no worries, sorry to be a pain that I've bothered you about my lack of heating and hot water for 18 months. Yep, sorry, yeah, I totally understand, of course, bye. Why am I like that? Just far too polite. And so I get very frustrated because I want to be that person that can. I know plenty of those people that can phone up and go, this is unacceptable, blah, 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 and come out with a really good deal. And I can't, so I've just been beating myself up a bit that I'm not that. So yeah, that's what it suck. And yeah, so I've been on a down, and then I had those 2 streams yesterday. But luckily, I know now from those last 2, so I did the Behold Her podcast, and what was the other one? Brush Builders Union, where I was not feeling them before I went on it, and then got all the buzz. So that was a good recent sort of thing. So yesterday I was a bit like, I've got to stream 2 things, and then as soon as they're on, I chilled out. But I'm still a bit, I didn't tell anyone. So yeah, hey people that was on the stream, I was massively freaking out because I was having some tech fails and I couldn't get into the stream, and I didn't know what to do, and yeah, so I was kind of like arrived right at the moment that we started going live and kind of missed a load of the prep stuff, and thought I might have to quit the channel straight away because I thought I was about to crack, but managed to pull it back and hopefully make an entertaining show, and then to like have a bit of a breath and then record another show. So I'm like, well, actually I did it. So if I hadn't said anything, you probably wouldn't have noticed either. So, but this is the Candid Sunday show. And again, I guess it's comforting. I know a lot of you have various mental health worries, so it's quite easy to watch me doing stuff and kind of be on shows. And when I'm on, obviously this is a bit more chill, but when I'm on other people's, I'm always fully on. I'm like, yes. And then you think, wow, she has no problems with confidence or anything like that. And definitely do. So it's nice. It's reassuring. I find it reassuring when other people that I think kind of have it all together maybe don't so much, because we're actually, none of us are superheroes. Gregor Pig is, though. He seems okay. He's on his drugs now, so he gets his Metacam every morning. He's still sort of dragging his legs a bit, but he's moving around way more. And like Andy's noticed as well, he's got a bit more confidence in him, because he was getting bullied by the little girls, because he was in so much pain, he was kind of just sitting there, and to move about was just too sore. So they'd come and like steal his food and stuff. But he's got his pizzazz back a bit, which is cool. I haven't had my tea, so I should show you my mug of the day. That'll cheer us all up. I don't want to be a downer on a Sunday for you. That'd suck. So we have Super Mario today in one of those heat mugs, so that's why that bit's faded. So I got the excitement reveal. It's one where it's so the Mario shape, it is red, and then you put the heat in, and you can see his little scene. Yay! So yes, Mario mug for a change, because I normally have a guinea pig mug, don't I? So you were all wrong in the mug sweepstakes. I saw you. I saw you at the start. Right, let's get some good news, shall we? So yeah, that's all sort of drained me. So today I planned on working from home Friday and yesterday, of which I did 0. And I'm not even going to pretend that I will today. I've started having more of a clear out, trying to just, I'm in this super, trying to get everything sorted for my brain. And I think because I've been quite good as well, it's probably just a natural time for me to have a bit of a dip, because I've been doing pretty ace, because I've cut out everything. The next thing I'm doing, I'm trying to declutter. So I started decluttering and then ran out of time before the streams yesterday, so that I'm in that awkward middle zone of there just being piles of stuff everywhere. So I think I'm going to get rid of some of that stuff. So yeah, very exciting day. But the more I sort my own life out, so the less it's kind of filtering over into work, so that's a bonus. I'm sure actual bad Squiddo things happen this week, but I really can't think. My brain's supposed to be clearer. It feels generally clearer, but I keep having these blanks. I was having the blanks in the stream last night, and then I get really anxious because I'm aware that I've suddenly paused. And then I think if I pause too long, someone else will start talking, and then I'll totally lose where I was. So I have this moment where I go, my brain, I'll get it, and then I can't because I'm too panicking. I can't remember what I was about to say. I guess it's not a stutter, but it's on those lines or something, isn't it? Yes, the days are getting shorter. So for my getting up at 5, it's now dark, and it's still a bit dark at 6. So I'm trying to get up a bit later at least, because it still doesn't affect the train. But I plugged in my I've got one of those massive daylight bulb things, so I plugged that in yesterday, ready. It's one of those Lumi sad lamps, and that's like, have all the sun. So that's good. Hug a pig week. Yeah, I don't know where the summer went. It's kind of there. And as I was making my tea this morning, I was singing, "When Will My Life Begin?" from Tangled. And, it just, yeah, all this sort of grown-up crappery, it just stresses me out because it all seems a bit pointless, just sorting all these sort of things out. Yeah, that day of phoning all of those different companies, and they all just want to screw you, and because I'm too polite, I just get this awareness that all these I could have a much better time of things if I was more assertive with them. And I'm assertive with terrible people, but then I always think the call centre people aren't terrible, and I don't want to ruin their day, which is why they do it, I guess. Oh, Daniel, 8 summer, god damn it. Sorry, I know I'm not as exciting today. As I say, I'm trying to think of some cool stuff to entertain you with. So the 2 streams was good. So even though I had that horrible phone call day, I got a lot of that sort of out the way. So I'm just working on clearing things at the moment. All those little background stresses I'm just trying to kill, but without burning out at the same time. Oh god, creature. I was up earlier, then I fell asleep again. What other things? It's okay. I'll just. I think more things did happen. Just don't know what they were. I got some packaging done. What did I do? What have I been doing at work? What have I been doing at work? Definitely been back in orders. I'm sure I've been getting through some other tasks. Oh, I've been working with Nick, my web dude. We've been getting some little tweaks done around the website. So it's probably not much you'll notice, but it's all bits and bobs that make the website easier to use. I know some people have an issue with white on white in some of the particular areas, so they should all be fixed. So we got all that sorted. That's cool. Redbubble, yes, that will be happening, but not today. It was Friday's plan, and then it was weekend's plan, but it will be some point next week. But it will be happening. I've been scheming with Bristol to make some new terrain pieces. Got some casts arrived, but as we know, the camera won't enjoy it, so I'll try and show you some bits. This one you will have not seen at all. It's a little bit gory. Shock and horror! This is battlefield casualties, but they're all skeletons. Oh, this reminded me of a weird dream. Everyone was skeletons and zombies. You had to kill them, but then it turned out that they weren't, and it was all in the person's head. So these are battlefield. Battlefields. I haven't got a name for them yet, but yeah, dead dudes, but they're all skeletons. So it's just various. You come across the battlefields and see remnants of these once mighty warriors. So there's a few bits like this. I know it says a little bit more gory than usual for Bad Squiddo, but not AK level of distaste, hopefully. So we've got there. There's quite a bit of spearing skulls and things, but so they're in that fantasy sort of world, and all skeletons, and not based on real life occurrence. What else we got? This one's my favourite, even though it's extra grim. Dude, oh, it's showing it today. It's not been too bad with the old focus. Maybe it knows that I'm at my wit's end with technology. Oh, yeah, he's speared up there. Oh yes, Halloween. Halloween, that's a thing soon. I went as a Karen last Halloween, actually. What else we got? It's just a bit of a dude. Oh, he's kind of cute. Bit of a dude there. So these are all sculpted by Bristol, as you will be aware. So they get to just potter about. And, so maybe it will let me show you some of these other bits. These are on sprues. They should be easier to show you. Can you show them slightly to your left so the chats don't hide them? Okay. Ooh. So this sprue. So this is witches accessories. Obviously we're coming up to the Halloween, so I'm trying to get these released so you can get them in time to paint up for the Halloween. So these are on a sprue, so obviously they don't come with that long bit. So we've got 2 tentacles, a pumpkin, a kitty, a crystal ball, a skull goblet. Woo! Squid fingers, a bat, a little witch hat, which I'm going to play with and put that on some minis. Some candles, that's a broom that's fell off, and more candles. So these are just little bits, little witch accessories. We've also got a little bottle, which it's never going to zoom. Oh, an optimal zoom, but it's not that exciting. It's a little bottle. And a broom, a broomy broom. And that's a complimentary piece too. I don't know if they're going to be separate yet. It depends on the demand. Should we go to bed and die? This is my favourite kit. This is a witch's accessory kit. So these are the test casts I've had through, so I've approved them heartily. And they're all in one piece. See that? Oh. Sorry, I should have put a spider warning up. There are a couple of little spiders on there. Sorry. Or I flashed them. There aren't spiders on any of the other stuff though. Just cobwebs. So yeah, they'll definitely they should be out for Halloween. I've got some witches as well, some very good witches that Shane is working on, so I need to kick him up the ass, get them, because I want to release them all together, and then maybe do a little bundle deal. Of course, it's not focusing, but there's some lovely cobweb on there. There was. But yeah, it's a bit of beam with some more goodies at the bottom. This is my favourite piece, possibly ever. No, none of it's beyond your painting skills. You can always make these good with a bit of base coat and some wash. I love this little cupboard and plants. Ah! And we got a cauldron. Little cauldron there. Table with a doily on it. A little table doily. Ooh. And a table with a tablecloth and then a little cat chasing the mouse. There's a mouse going after the cheese and the cat going after the mouse. So that's a little table with a tablecloth. You can see that there. So these are sweet. So I'm very excited by all these. So between probably Dread Quill and painting nights, I'll get all those painted up too. See you later, Andrea. Thanks for coming along. So they're all the new stuff, which is cool. It's just like bits and bobs everywhere. So there's still lots happening. I've been working with Bristol to do some more exciting goodies. Which I can't tell you. Still need to get some more briefs together for some more female minis, which again, I might actually be caught up with lots of stuff next week, because that would be nice. Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it? I still have no idea what I was doing last week. I think I was there fairly late as well. Like, what was I doing? There must be those, I must have been catching up on those really boring bits of tasks that aren't that fulfilling, but I got them done, so that's good. Yeah, I was tweaking around with the website stuff quite a bit, and yeah, phoning up all the different awful companies. I saw Rich Clark as well. I saw him on Friday. He's not been that well, but we will be getting back on track shortly with those home front rules. So don't worry, they're not forgotten. So he's just had some healthy stuff or some unhealthy stuff, and yeah, all the other projects that he does at the same time. So, but he says once he gets cracking on that, it won't be much longer. I've got lots more painted that I need to show off. Oh yeah, ordered some more packaging, so that's pretty boring. This might be a short stream then if I'm just a bit... I don't want to just be glum for 45 minutes, do you? I don't know what I'm going to do today. Yeah, I've got that stuff to sort. I think what excitement I've got that I can boof into you. I've got those new horses and the big lion to release next week, if you're good, or if I remember. Because I've got them painted. So yeah, they're all painted up and ready. Yeah, maybe I'll watch some films. I watched all the way through What We Do in the Shadows, and I love it so much. And now I've run out, but I haven't seen the film. Is the film good as well? Because then I might watch the film like next. Might have some food and oh yeah, I have another achievement. My medication came in, and I collected it the next day. That's never happened before. I normally leave it weeks, and then I have to panic and get someone to come help me go and get it before they take it back. But I did it because I was in a doing stuff mood. Yes. Yeah, that series is so good. Yeah, I've got Jade. The she still needs a name. I've been trying to think of a name. But that amazing, the amazing Shield Maiden diorama. See, the Shield Maiden diorama, the Danuta Danielson, the massive lion, the two massive horses, Harry the Great Apes, now in metal, and Vera Lynn's. I've got stock, they're all ready to go. I'm going to check in with my painter, because I'd rather release them when they're painted, but I don't know how far along he is with them. Saturday, crap movie this week. I assume most of you will have seen this. So we actually had to do it on Friday, which kind of weirded out my weekend timetable, because obviously I was doing far too many interviews Saturday night. So the movie we watched Friday was Plan 9. Obviously very fun. I like how he tries to, because we watched Bride of the Monster not too long ago, and I like how he's tried to fit the message in there about atomic energy fear and all that, but just not done very well, because obviously Bela Lugosi dies during the film, so they just keep reusing the same footage of him. So much happens, and then he just keeps appearing, doing the same stuff, and that's when he's got the body double or something with the cape who's doing that. But yeah, very very fun. And yeah, I like looking at the background. There's Andy's lending me I don't know if it's this disc or another disc, but it's got loads of background information on, like, behind the scenes. Yes, 2-hour long documentary, Flying Saucers over Hollywood. So I might watch some of that as well, because I like all the like, you can see the gravestones are made out of cardboard and stuff like that. But I actually still think he did a pretty good job. So it's a bad film, but considering his budget and what he had and everything, like, it's not the worst, maybe. Yeah, Edward the film's good. I've seen that. So we're kind of working through his catalogue. I'm watching something dinosaur related next week. I'm not sure which one it is yet. But yeah, maybe I'll watch What We Do in the Shadows film then. That might be a nice distraction. And sit and eat some I've been eating all the worst foods. Keep disgusting the housemate because I'm into olives now. Had a little snack of like olives and other pickled things. Like, with strange old man foods going, oh, these are nice. But yeah, so I think I'm having quite a lot of change at the moment because I've massively changed my diet and so stuff like cutting out the coffee. Still the alcohol, though that's a much longer term thing. And yeah, not eating any rubbish basically. Just trying to look after my Annie a bit more. So stuff like, people talk about self-care and it's that whole like go in a bubble bath and I'm like, yeah, great, because I haven't been able to for 18 months. but even if I could, then I couldn't, obviously. Again, my brain just cuts out. And I'm like, what? Bath, self-care. Yeah, it's that whole, eat your favourite junk food in the bath, whilst taking time off work self-care, whereas I'm a fan of the making your life better self-care. So that Thursday of phone calls and Friday was all super self-care and getting all this stuff sorted. So it's not as instantly rewarding, but long-term rewarding is the plan. But because you don't get those instant fixes, it feels a bit futile. But I'll get there, basically. But I'm still, as you do not need to fear, more infused for Bad Squiddo than ever. So that's excellent, because I absolutely love it. And I love what we're doing with it. And the range is huge now. And yeah, just trying to keep it all a bit solid so we're not on a, any sort of steam train of Kickstarters or anything at the moment, but just getting it all sensible. Getting all those foundations remade. It's almost like, well, we've got a bit of a pause. It's it's just getting everything solid, so more Annie-proof. Right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna make this a bit shorter, just because I don't want to bring you all down. But things are generally good. I just need a bit of a break today, I think. And I was streaming from like 6 to 10 or something on different stuff last night. But I really enjoyed both of them, so you should check them out. Go to the Twitch. So it's Reaper Mini's Twitch. And Hereward, I believe, is 12:45, but have a look. He's got a timetable up, but it's Is Historical Wargaming Dying? And I believe I have a lot to contribute there. So yeah, go watch some Annie, and yeah, the Twitch things too, because there's lots of really, really cool people too. Yeah, the convention stuff online is weirdly extra draining. Like, even though I'm not lugging stuff about going to a show, it's still... I just feel like there's a lot in my brain at the moment. That's I think that's kind of it. There's always just something, and I guess because there's that lack of people and stuff, I get a bit agitated. So my computer's pretty bust. That's agitating me, and tech and all that sort of stuff. So I haven't really been able to do any work at home. But yeah, anyway, just I feel like all the responsibilities have got larger, even in when everything's supposedly on hold. Because again, Squiddo's never been on hold during any of this pandemic. Everything's just kept on chugging, and I really would like some time off where it is pure time off. But I can't see that coming at any time soon. I am missing out on the cake, Graham. But although sorry, Sim says it's that you can't walk away for a bit. The con's still there on the phone/laptop. Yeah, you can't get away. But I missed loads of stuff because I've been kind of off social media a lot this week, which I think is also good. It's going to carry on with that. So pop in, check my notifications, but then pop out again. So I've missed sort of various dramas. I should probably mention that AK drama. I try not to get into other people's things too much, because it's the whole thing is focus on what you're doing, do stuff that's excellent. Don't spend too much sort of energy looking at what people are doing wrong and all that. But I do feel like I do need to mention it. I say laughing, but out of just pure horror That so if you haven't heard, don't bother looking. But another company had put some really horrible World War II stuff up. That kind of drained my batteries quite a bit too, just in terms of like, why would you do that? That's horrible. But I have got my Germans coming out next week. I keep saying next week, next year, and it's another thing that's just it's not like I was ever going to do anything like they did, but just another reminder, just to really, like, when you do sensitive subjects, just to make sure you get it checked over so many times by different people to go, is this done sensitively? So that drama was just mind-blowing. But yeah, that was pretty grim. So I want to end on that note now. I need something positive. What can we end on that's positive? Quick, we need a positive thing. We need a positive thing. So yeah, basically I feel like I do get dragged into things more. I think it's because I'm more outspoken on those sort of issues. So I get embroiled in. But obviously I don't want to get... It was mostly I didn't want to get into any sort of social media war or anything else like that. Because they're just draining. So I could kind of like disappear from that. I've kind of just been disappearing a bit, actually. I met Jay from the Veteran Wargamer, and we're going to schedule... I'm sure I have an email in there, but I'm not looking at my emails till tomorrow. But I believe that means that I'll be going on his show, and I didn't put him off during the stream yesterday. Me and Henry on there is like a deadly duo of people that can't shut up. And because we both had so much to say about it, I did occasionally go, oh, no, the other people can speak, which is always hard in those. I think that's so draining, those multiple people streams, because there's so many people want to talk, and it's that mix of not wanting to overtalk someone, but also to be able to get in what you're saying before it moves on, and that's quite draining as well, and especially if you're streaming with me and Henry in there. Yeah, Henry's ace. I think that makes a good video. When he's really enthusiastic, you can just see me like, oh. So that's cool. Felicity, your pictures of Queen Minnie make me want an alternate history where World War II was won by the Queen's first platoon of gnomes. Yes. I did enjoy playing with the Queen miniature, because I thought she looks a bit weird in the pack. Although I've done her packaging this week, and I've put a little background of her fixing a wheel, so you get what it means. Because you think, what's she doing? Because there's Queen Mum, like, and then the Queen is just like, you're like, what's she doing? But yeah, basically you just put her in front of anything and she's tweaking with it, which was very fun. So yes, thank you for coming along, even in my highs and lows. This is the joy of Sunday morning coffee. You get to ride the Anticoaster. But don't worry, although I am a bit low now, I'm on the general on a big old rise, and yes, I'm very enjoying working hard at just making stuff better. Sorry I didn't have as much Bad Squiddo content, but there hasn't been that much Bad Squiddo content this week. So next week I've got BBC Lady coming on Wednesday, which is exciting. And I haven't actually put a plan together of what else I will be doing, so can't even tell you that. But the minis are still cool, Bad Squiddo is still awesome, and that's all we need, really. So yeah, go and embrace the excellency. I'll be getting those Frostgrave plastic knights in next week, I believe, too, as well. So if you were thinking about getting some of those, then wait, and I'll get you some. I'll get them for you. Oh yes, and like the video, please. That would be very nice. If you're not subscribed or with the notifications, do that too. I turned up on the preloaded video, which is what I failed to do last week. So things get better each time a little bit. I'm gonna watch film, then I'm gonna harass these guinea pigs and do the indecent thing of cleaning their cage. Because I am the worst person ever. How dare I? So mean of me. So I'm going to go do that. I'm sure the BBC thing will be wicked because I am a natural. So long as I'm not in an anxiety spike, then it's fine. So yes, thanks for coming along. See you all. Bye. Be good.